Hi, YouTube. I'm back. It's Timberborn time. Timberborn won the vote for the second half of my Twitch Vote on Variety reward. So we're playing some more hard mode. This is day 4 of hard mode. So we are, after beating a normal mode, normal difficulty run with the Folktales faction, I've decided that I'd like to get the monument for the Iron Teeth faction, but I want to do it on hard if I can. Maybe. We'll see. So that's what we're working on with this run. Weird to me that RimWorld was still 1.2 when I started playing. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously picked up a lot in popularity over the years, and not everyone goes back to those early access or 1.0 days, but I'm grateful. I'm actually really happy that I do, because I was able to play each of the DLCs when they released. I'm just trying to get my coffee open because it's going to be really hot. Let it cool off just a little. It's in one of those containers that keeps it hot, but if it's fresh, it's like too hot, and then I can't drink it. So here we are. It's an afternoon cup kind of day. It is. It is. I think that ball clap and dance and blob dance should be Twitch wide, and it's a travesty that they're not. Yeah, when does Twitch get smart and partner with Better TTB to get some of those emotes on global? Oh, I saw one. What was the emote that I saw? This. Did you know about this emote, chat? Someone do it in chat so YouTube people can see it. Because it hides my messages. It's really cute. There we go. Lob did it. It's cute. I did not. It's cute. You all have it. It's amazing. Look at it. We should put it as one of the dance ones. Okay, so what's going on? Oh boy, we're dying. There's very little water and good soil right now. I'm doing its head wiggling. That's right. That's right. Okay, so we had some issues with maintaining population, in part because we ran out of water and food and everyone died, I think. Something like that. So we recovered a little bit in the last stream and have gotten up to 23 adults and 6 children. Food is fine. Water is okay, but as you see, there's very little water on the ground. We're in a bad tide that ends in 1.2 days, so we'll get fresh water soon. So as long as we're not pumping this and we have enough water in our stockpiles, it should be okay. But one of the things that I think we should consider is like a bigger, better pump. We don't have a bigger, better pump. Really? What about the big pump? Is that just Folktales? Oh, pumps water or bad water up on one side and discharges it on another side. This must be what the Iron folk have instead. So you can use it with power to bring water into like a reservoir or something. We'll have to think about that. We'll have to think about that. Yeah, those are some good dancing ones, right? And they're like Twitch Global or Better TTV. So, I don't know. It's fun. It is very interesting to me that the two different factions have different... That they have different, like, recipes. Not just recipes, but also different buildings that they can build and things that they can produce. What am I going to do with all this space? Maybe more storage. This city is very compact. Maybe we don't... maybe I don't like that much. The wood workshop specifically is like right on top of the district center. I don't love that. We could cancel this, focus on the other thing, and then see about maybe building it elsewhere. We could always, if we wanted to, move science to another area. Ooh, look at this structure. Ooh. Okay, so they built the roofs, and those look really good. These are the scratchers. Oh, I love that. And then there's benches up here next to the rooftop terrace, so for more viewing purposes. This scaffolding is just so they can get around. When I have dirt, I would prefer to change it to dirt. It would just look better. I don't mind this scaffolding as much, but it kind of feels excessive. I wonder if there's a better way to do it. I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we should make something so they can get up there from here. That would be good, right? Yeah. Oh, do we like that? Or do we make it go straight up and then give them... That probably looks better. Yeah, that looks better. Cool building. I like it. How's our water? Where's our bad tide? We have 692 water and the bad tide's almost over. Beaver Jerky Factory Town. That's right, Guppian. That's right. We're in Timberborn for the second half of a Vote on Variety stream. It's good to see you. I was doing some flotsam for the first part of stream. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's really cute. Quite interesting colony builder water world scenario. All right, clean water's coming. So let's see if our sluices are gonna work automatically. 'Cause they should. Probably. It would be nice, I've talked about this before. So this water right here, if we want water to flow from this way, it basically has to be flushed this bad tide every time. So, it would be nice if where those floodgates were located was like further back here. I don't know. I think that could be good. This would just flow out if it could go past this spot. So we don't necessarily want that. It would be really nice, though, to demolish this. Basically put floodgates. Is this too deep? It is. But only right there. Let's do it anyway, preemptively. So, like, if you could get floodgates, like, there, and you demolish this. Oh, interesting. It would wash clean water this way. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking like this would be a really good spot for a giant bucket of water, right? So you redirect the flow of water in and it fills up here, and then you have some pitchers that pick it up. Could even use that pump thing there, right? Pumps water on, or bad water up on one side, discharges them on the other. So like you have this thing pumping. I mean, you would have to terraform a little. I don't know. I don't know. It's an idea. How's this going? Sluice? Do your thing. Contamination 6% still. Are we out of water? No, but we could pump here probably. I think that'd be acceptable. How's our bad water? We still have a bunch. So this isn't really working half the time because there's not enough water flowing in that area. Ooh, water! Look, the sluice brought the water to us. Okay, with that, we're going to resume pumping. Like all of them. Not that one. And we're gonna let some water flow. All right, so the sluice is gonna fill this up. Right? Yeah, 1.9, perfect. All right, this looks beautiful. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking of rebuilding, doing something different with this other side over here. And if so, I would almost want the floodgate like right here, wouldn't I? So that way this could flow out, whatever it is. I think we had it here before, which is like kind of funny that I'm putting it back, but whatever. How is our tree production going? It's a little sad. Let's employ the second forester. We can try the mangroves. I don't really know what's going to come of that, honestly. These are berries. We should definitely try growing some berries because we need them for the breeding pods. We have 700 right now, so maybe don't worry about this. And just don't destroy the ones that are there. All right, lots of water everywhere. That's great. We have a little bit leaking through here. That's what we want to see. Spilling over into this area is not a big deal because it is the thing that allows this to run. Maybe. Close above downstream depth 0. Isn't that closed all the time then? We need like a little bit of downstream depth so this thing spins, right? Drought approaching. See, the drought's already here, y'all. 3 days. What do you mean 3 days? We're screwed. We're in trouble. Hey, Brewdog, how you doing? We're playing with some beavers. Bob, how you doing? Thank you for your resub the other day. Redirecting water in this game brings so much joy. Yes. Yes. With our last run, we like made so much of the map like fertile with clean water. It was so wonderful. It was so incredible. And like this, like there's tons of water going this way. I think we can flush this out if we do this. Mostly it'll flow that way, I think. Okay. We can raise this again, and we'll raise this again. We gotta fill these water reserves because we need this. We need this water for, the drought. Oh, that was too much. How much extract do we have? We have 3. All right, people. I think we need to relocate this. Don't you? I think we need to relocate this. And I think we're not going to be able to get the resources if I deconstruct it. So we're going to deconstruct this. Not the pile of resources. The thing underneath it. There we go. Okay, cool. Apparently the wheel didn't go on the ground. Okay, so all those resources should be like, maybe like here instead, because this is where it's flowing when we... Or here? I mean, the only reason why we're letting this flow so much is because... Oh, yeah. We were going to make it double height and we didn't do it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sad day. There's a drought coming in 1.6 days. I didn't do this, so it's not going to be full, even though we totally have the wood that we could have done it. Why are these letting water go? Okay, can you let a little bit more water flow? There you go. It's the heckin' dam. I have to get rid of this dam. Hold on. The dam's got to be a levee if it's on the bottom like that. Okay. Can anyone get in there? No. That is where resources go to die. Okay. How would we go in? We could just build a way in. Like that. There you go. Now you can visit the water. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh. Ilana, what are you doing? Please rebuild it.
Oh no.
Please rebuild it. Please rebuild it. 0.6 days till drought. Ooh. We almost finished this. Are you pumping this? Don't pump this! It's bad! It's bad for you! Stop pumping! No one's building this. Waiting for logs. Oh! It's too late. I mean, I'm just basically trying to keep it all stopped up here because that we can use for the drought. We have 1.3 in storage, so let's pause some of our pumps. Maybe not all of them. Maybe I will pump here. Can you build this, please? Okay. I think it's fine. It's only a little bit of the food that's drying out. Okay, let's let... Did they build it? They built it. Let's let a little bit of the water through before it all empties out up there. Oh, too much. Too much. Close. Close. Close the sluice. Ah, flood. Yes. All right. So there's still more water up there. I don't know. There we go. That's what I want to see. Now that's almost a full tile deep of water. This one can be 2 tiles deep. So that sluice is filling it up to the whole way, basically. Fill it up. And then this, fill up the whole way. Beautiful. Who's injured? What happened? Injury. Are you healing? Yeah, you're healing. Okay. We'll be okay. All right. I used to detail water control gates IRL. Those were the good days. Wow, that's pretty cool. I think that's neat. Brewdog. My coffee thermos decided to not open in the most dry way. Now it is the perfect temperature for actually drinking. All right, so there's still water over here. Ours is obviously a lot deeper. And the thing is with using sluices is they're a one-way flow valve, right? So this is letting water in, but not out. So it's a lot lower on the outside than it is on the inside, or that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, we're out of scrap metal, so let's resume getting scrap. And let's resume cutting these crappy trees. We have one other person looking for a job. You can always do science. Industrial lumber mill. We have 2 of those. I'm kind of wondering if we move the explosives factory here instead of this lumber mill and just like reduce how much we have here until we have the means to do more. If that makes sense. Because like we don't really have that many beavers. Sorry, was it the the explosives factory is what we want first. I only have one currently unemployed. And frankly, they shouldn't be unemployed. We'll do pumping here. This is a 12.8 days drought. So we're gonna need to pump more water while we're in it. At least to some extent. Alright, so if you're all working the pause that. If you're all working this thing right now, let's switch to gears and let's see. Let's do another science. I have 3.7k in science, which sounds like a lot, but everything requires science. Number cruncher. Ooh, more science. Requires power. Grease factory. Ooh. For bots. Engine. Burn fuel to create power. Cool. Does it create a lot of smog too? We could do this, like, over here or over here somewhere and do the plank treatment there. Honestly, if that's the case, then let's do the treated planks here. And let's make the explosive workshop wherever we're going to put the centrifuge. Which is where? I don't know. What do you all do for water wheels? Stick it on a brew sounds good. That's what I did. That's why I was just letting cool off a little bit. The cup keeps it so hot that I can't even drink it. So I had to let it cool off a little bit before putting the lid back on. Okay, so centrifuge, explosives factory, those should go together. And ideally, they'd go wherever we'd be pumping bad water. Now, bad water is usually over here. And also over here. Like, there's some here that comes out and over. What's this? Bad water pump, yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We're doing a lot of food now. We need a lot more people. Beaver people. Are these pines not marked for cutting because I wanted to sap them, tap them? Yeah. Okay, so we wanted to tap them. So if we want to do that with some pines, let's do like this row in the front that's already been planted. You just cut it. You just cut it. You're not supposed to do that. I'm hoping we can keep this area wet for the mangroves. So we can grow mangroves. So let's try not to pump too much here. Also, if we build like a little thing here, that could be a reservoir that could drop water for the mangroves. Which I think would be really good. Really, really, really good. So, let's move this staircase over. Get rid of this one, so that'll give us some resources to do it with. Then, we're going to want to keep building more levees like this. And we are going to move the stairs right here. They have a literal bridge right here. They're just not using it because they like water. They like going in water. Because they're beavers. 47 seconds until our ad break. But this is the 5-hour mark ad break, so I don't take a break every single hour. Usually I take it every other hour. Depends, obviously, a little bit on whether or not I need a break. But we're not going to be taking a break for this one. We'll wait until the next one. So if you happen to get an ad, just remember that it's one of the ways to help support me as a content creator, doing this 3 times a week, every single week for many years now. Or, you know, a handful of years now. I can't believe we're already at 4.5. 4.5 years. Or 4 1/3, I guess. But still, it's very exciting. Time continues to move by, and I don't understand it. Let's pause the scrap metal just because we have 52 in storage, which feels like a lot. What's going on here? Oh, needs power. Right. Okay. There's extract in there, which is great, but we don't have any more because we didn't rebuild the centrifuge. I wonder if we could put a large power wheel like here. Maybe a little bit further forward. Okay. We'd have to get rid of some of these berries, but that's okay because we can plant berries with the forester, remember? So, large water wheel goes like here maybe. When our water is flowing, we make sure that it's flowing. This isn't the best spot for flowing water. We need to make it actually flow somewhere. I feel like this would be a spot we can make it flow. But is it deep enough for a water wheel? Only the compact one, which does 60. It's not enough. Unless you have multiples. You could have multiples. One here. One down here. Or even like 1, 2, 3 in a row. If we could get this explosives factory built, which we didn't build because this is the pine treated wood factory. Okay. Unpause the lumber mill, but go down to 1 worker and resume smelting metal. We don't have mushrooms, do we? We have 46 mushrooms. Yeah, keep fermenting mushrooms. Oh, yeah, because one of these is working. This one. Oh. Should we do another one of those? Sure. All right, this berry collector has nowhere to put their berries. So, in order to resolve that situation, we should pause pumping for a bit. We got 6.5 days left on this drought. We got to preserve some of this water. Okay, in order to resolve the situation, we need We need storage for the berries so we can get like one last harvest of these berries. Do we really need that? No. But am I going to do it anyway? Because I love hoarding resources in video games. Yes. Yes, we are. We're going to do it right now. Okay. So, do we have one, these mangroves marked for cutting? No. And two, someone that likes to cut them. There you go. You like to cut them. Lumberjack flag. Nothing to do in range. Right, you're done. Good. Perfect. You're going to move over to that other lumberjack. In that case, you're going to go take over for that other one. Let's put a levee there and there. Oh, not there. Misclick. And a levee here. Now the question is that big enough? Yeah. That's a nice size, I think. And then a sluice, right? Of course. Two sluice? Two sluice. A sluice to keep it between 0 and 1 level of water in here. And then this can then be 2 levels of water deep, which is great news for... Oh, before you do this, can you haul those resources to something? Cool. They have to go all the way back to get the the wood or whatever it is, and then bring it all the way back. Transportation is one of the cool things in this game because update 7 added tubeways for this faction and zip lines for the other faction, and they're really heckin' cool. So I haven't gotten to play around with the tubeways yet, but we have the resources to do this. So we're about to unlock them and see about tubeways, because I gotta get them zipping over there. They don't wanna like walk over there. That's ridiculous. They don't wanna walk. This would be a perfect spot for a tubeway station, except that I don't really know what the tubeways do. I feel like they actually come out of a tube, out of the back of the tubeway. Okay. Can I put it here? And then... Oh. Oh. This is kind of cool and interesting. I could just send them into the air. Nope. Okay, I just thought maybe I could keep going vertically. So what I'm thinking right now is that we might use this spot to have a tube that brings them over here and then brings them over here so they can just kind of like zip over there. Then also maybe this tubeway could transport people from this side of the colony to this side of the colony. I.e., you would need another tubeway station over here somewhere where the tube... Do we take the tube over our crops? Does it need support? Yes. The answer is yes. Because I'm trying to do it right here and I like can't, you know? Yeah, okay. The tube can go up and over the path if we want it to. Or you have the tube essentially follow the path on a second higher level. I don't hate either idea, but I'm wondering if we cancel some of the crops to give ourselves an area, right? So maybe like maybe the tube and the path could go like here instead of right there. I mean, we might still have a little path for the farm, but we might get rid of this other part of the path. Have the tube run across there. It is removing a little tiny bit of our transportation space, but that's not that big of a deal. And then the path would also be there. And it would go above it. So we would literally be making... We would have to have so many planks. But we would make a support for the whole thing, the whole way over here. And then it goes over and down into this one. It's an option.
He's the best truck at the party. Everyone wants to go for a ride.
Everyone wants to go for a ride. Hi, Pelanova. How you doing, friend? Tubeway. Something like that. I don't know. It's not going to look very organized, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, they are going to be fast in the tubeways, right? So... don't build this yet. So we could also... No. So we could bring the tubeway down and have them go along the water.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Only Zool, that's right. Hi, Zool. How you doing? How you doing, friends? Good to see you. Did I miss messages because I'm hyper focused on Timberborn? I wish I had a brew to stick on. It's just coffee. Nothing fancy. Yeah. I put a dam up, then put a bunch of water wheels in a row. Oh, yeah, this is good. I put a dam up, then put a bunch of water wheels in a row on the other side of the dam where the water is coming down. Then put more downstream from them if I needed additional water. Okay. Cool. So... Oh, this dried out. Oh, no. 5.7 days. Okay. They should be fine, but if we wanted to, we could do a quick, cheeky fluid dump. Just to not have them die. Is this letting... Oh, this would let the water run. Hack. Fair. Okay, so let me think about this. What Phelan said. You put a dam up, then you put the water wheels in a row on the other side of the dam where the water is coming down. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So you create an area where the water builds up, and then it flows out of that with a nice flow rate, and you use that to run the water wheels. So we could try down here. We would just have to make sure that the flow rate for our sluices and floodgates is, like, appropriate. You know what I mean? Can y'all build this? My mangroves. Build it! 10 unemployed. Are you serious? We just came into such an influx of workers. This is wild. Okay, tapper, you can tap. District center, you can go to 4. Haulers, 6. Go to 10. Now there's only 1 unemployed person. Sit here. Actually, don't sit there. There's nothing for you to do in range. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're doing 2 sets of mushrooms, which is pretty good. We could try to do the explosives plant here. Or maybe we just do it up here with a fuel burning thing. I mean, it's not going to look very nice being near their house. What if we do it over here instead? Or over here? Let's do it over here. Centrifuge and explosives factory. The thing is with the centrifuge is it needs bad water, and this isn't really close to bad water. So if nothing else, I would want to store some bad water over there, even if we're not collecting it here. You know what I mean? Just store it here, and then we can even tell them to empty those. Yeah, do some dumping. We got 2.8 days on this drought. Just dump a little bit here to keep our trees from dying. There we go. It does say 10 days. So we're probably pretty good if you just pause now. We don't want to pump very much at all. All right, I'm going to pump a little here. Or dump. We don't want to dump very much at all. We want to pump a little bit. This is closed manually, which kind of defeats the purpose, so we're going to have to see what we can do about that. Okay, what if we do... Oh, here, the stairs. Yeah, there you go. That, and then we'll do stairs right there. Oops, not right there. Right there. Path. That'll help them build this. And then they got the stuff that we wanted to store before we close this in completely. So we can go ahead and close it in completely. 1.9 days, 677. Water. 1.2K food. We're pumping a little. We don't want to pump too much, but we got 1.7 days, so we're doing all right. Yeah, this is good. You know what? Don't bother. It's fine. It won't dry out. The trees won't dry out in, like, the one day. All right, we're going to do a little bit more berries here. Oh, we were going to get rid of these. Maybe we don't do any berries over here. Can we actually get rid of this too? Just get rid of all that. Because there's all these berries over here and all these berries over here. And I would rather just focus on one area for berries. If for some reason those other berries die, then we can plant some by our foresters. But in the meantime, we have plenty of berries. And they're like the lowest morale, prestige, whatever, wellness causing food. So they're the most standard. Sleepy today. That's fair, Pelanova. I actually got a pretty good sleep score. I slept pretty alright. I just feel like it's kind of felt like a little bit of a long week, so I don't know. You know? Alright, so what do I want to do? The bad water comes out here. I'm going to build bad water stuff here. There is a bad water source. Not over here, right? Yeah, not over here. Over here. So we could pump bad water over here and then bring it back to them. Are we out of metal scrap? We are out of metal scrap. Okay, resume doing that, please. Let's go back up to 2 workers on planks. We need more wood, honestly. So we might want to plant more trees when we can. The water's coming. 0.3 days. It's hasn't even completely left in some of the deeper areas. And if I... Nope. We still haven't done it. Okay, let's change the priority on this build. Because I'd really like this. I'd really like this. Okay. And then... this can be open. The water is flowing. Beautiful, beautiful water flow. Sleepy Dragon, how's it going? Does this faction of beavers have the irrigation tower? I'm not up to speed on the latest updates, but there used to be one. An irrigation tower? I don't recall anything like that. They've definitely changed some stuff that is in the game over time. Okay, this sluice can be automatic now. And we should resume pumping, of course. Pump all the pumps. Wait, there's nothing there. There we go. Cool. Irrigation tower. Like, to irrigate a spot on the ground? Because, like, as far as I know, like, people would just make a levee and then do a fluid dump. Is this what you mean by the irrigation tower? The fluid dump? Maybe that's what you literally mean. Yeah, there's a fluid dump. A fluid dump. I think the thing that makes the most sense... Actually, no. Let's have the path just go under the tubeway. So have the tubeway go up, support sideways down. This is the newest update. So Sleepy Dragon, you probably haven't seen this. This is like a transportation tubeway, right? Cost 1 metal block and 2 planks per. I haven't even used these ones yet because we did the other faction. You know what? Maybe we just get rid of this path. I kind of want to get rid of this path. Now we can do more farming. That's what we wanted anyway, right? More farming, obviously. We can straighten this path out a little bit right there. And then we'll do a couple more tubeways here. Straighten that. And replant the kohlrabis. Now, the cassavas are being grown over here by this other farmhouse. So in theory, it could almost be nice to have like a little small wheel with the fermenter over here instead. The power is only 50. You could literally do that. If this was running, it's not really running. We're kind of using it to store water. What we could do is have downstream depth be 0.4. Turn this back on. Then have this just more open in general. Keep this to downstream depth of 2. So we would see more water running, right? In theory. Oh, you know why? Because this isn't open. Okay, downstream depth of 1. And this... Oh. Yeah. We're gonna make another sluice. This time on the 2nd level, and this sluice is gonna be for a downstream depth of 2, so that way we can get this thing to fill up. Because it's not gonna fill up without it. But also close above contamination 3. Perfect. Good. Look at how full it is. I mean, that's definitely water flowing a lot more rapidly than it was before. So, like, what I'm thinking, for example, is that you could have something like the fermenter running on its own compact water wheel. I mean, maybe you even put the fermenter up there. Fermenting up on top of the side. And if not right there, you could just have it, the power come over and down. So you can build the vertical power shafts to bring power over and down. And then... like that, maybe. And then put the fermenter here for cassavas. It would be way closer to the actual location of where we're collecting cassavas. So that kind of makes sense to me. And then maybe we store some cassavas. Some more of them around here. These wouldn't block water. I just had like a moment where I was like, could you block the water with these? But no, you wouldn't be able to. I kind of want fewer berries, you know what I mean? All right, where are the cassavas? These ones are cassavas. So let's have some storage for some cassavas here. And then a little bit of storage for the cooked cassavas as well. I don't know. We're going to try it. We're going to try doing a water wheel in here because if we can keep it flowing, that's one thing we could take off of here is the fermenters. Because I think our efficiency is really bad. Pause the treated planks. We don't have any storage, so it's not happening anyway. Gears, we have like none. We need planks and gears right now. How are the mushrooms? We still have 40 mushrooms. We have 31 cassavas and 40 mushrooms. But they're working at like half efficiency, so this really doesn't make sense. Let's pause the mushrooms for now. Let's go up to 4 workers on this. 4 workers are looking for something to do. I mean, frankly, in that case, we could just build another one and then resume those other things. But I don't think we have any pine tar. Oh, we do have 42 pine tar. Wow. So we just don't have a lot of planks right now. We need more wood for more planks. So is there anywhere we can collect wood? Over here, look at this. That's wood. And that's pine tar. But do we bother collecting that? Probably not. Doesn't really feel worth it. All right, let's demolish those resources. Actually, let's demolish these. And we'll put a lumberjack right there. And then mark the trees for cutting. We got 1.1 days until that drought's here. 1.4K water. So it's not bad. I am going to close this, though, and pause this one. Okay, now I'm going to need you, if we can. We got to try to close this in. I have no planks and 31 wood. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm still going to try. I'm still going to try. Okay, so then priority here. These are the highest priority build jobs. None of the other stuff. None of the other stuff matters. Maybe instead of building this here, ooh, we can take planks back from this. There you go. Go build it. We're going to build it over here instead. Right there in that spot. Got it? Got it. Good. All right, build this. People, build it. This is the priority. Oh, these are planks. Oh, these are logs, not planks. Oh, heck. Oh, heck. How is that gonna work? Does a dam use planks? No, it's also logs. The sluice is planks and wood, metal, but we don't have the metal. I don't think we're gonna be able to build this in time. What's all this? There's a bunch of stuff here you're not using, people. I hope we have enough water. Oh, they finished this one. Okay. Wait, There's not enough water on the other side. Oh no, wait. Is this not gonna work? Hold on. Close this. Close that and open these for a minute. I want to fill this up if I can. Is the water not flowing? What's the deal, water source? Feels like it's flowing that way. It is flowing that way for whatever reason. Okay, we'll close these again, I guess, because they weren't doing anything anyway. And, oh boy. That was dumb. We're gonna need a floodgate over here. I mean, this just isn't gonna fill up. This is where you need the pump thing. So you use the deep mechanical pump on top here, and it fills up this area. Maybe. We don't have the 25 treated planks, but we could. We could. Someday. Maybe even someday soon. Should we tap these? Maybe we should sap these. Sap them, tapper. Tapper is what it's called. Tapper. All we have to do is build a quick tapper over here somewhere. Because I'm going to build stairs that go up there. And then we need storage for treated planks. Do y'all remember what that overlay was for storage? Here. Storage overlay. Okay, some of the storage is definitely empty. Gears, metal, logs. This one's for logs? Put treated planks in there. We got some big log storage, like that one. And over here, these two. So I don't really think we need... I don't think we need that much log storage right now. Right now, we have no logs. At all. That's wood. That's our livelihood as beavers. Because we're putting it all in this, and we're not going to finish it in time. Because I did this silly thing over here that isn't even filling up. Okay. I think you would just have to move the sluice to the top instead of the bottom. And then, I don't know. I did that on over there, though. We'll see. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Dr. Sean, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, you're looking for something to do in the area. Why haven't they done this? Get rid of these resources. Please. Are they using planks in this? Planks, not wood. Okay. and this is gonna be, there are some logs here. If they would put things away. Put this stuff away, please. This is where all of our resources are, in demolished buildings. In demolished buildings. Okay, now we need to build a stairway right there. And then they'll be able to tap into that. Literally. But another wedding job sorted. Organizing photos. Nice, Darl. That's great. That's great. I should make it so the bot automatically responds to anyone using that emote with another of that emote. Okay, let's pause. Pumping, pause pumping, please. Do I want to pause all the pumping or just some? Okay, let's let some of this water flow in. We can go 0.45. Try to save some. I don't know. Maybe not 0.45. Maybe like 0.55. Okay. And then here, we're going to make this one 1.5. And that we're going to keep closed. Cool. I don't know. I mean, I'll keep messing around with it until I get it to work, you know? Like, one way or another, you can get it to work eventually, I think. Okay, so the treated planks, they do have more storage for them, but right now we just don't have any wood. So let's just pause. Honestly, let's pause like all of this except planks. And if we can get... You know what? Just pause all of this right now. Pause it all. Pause it all. Pause it all. Go work on other stuff right now. Haul in these things. Haul those things in for me. Are they going to be able to walk past here to get to the fields? No. I think we are going to want to have a little pathway that goes over it. I just don't think that's gonna look that nice. I think the thing that sounds the nicest is to have the two-way go across the outside of the farm over here where the path is instead. And you could literally have the path go... actually, no, because we're going to need to make supports in some of these corners. You could have the path go right along it underneath, like I'm doing now. I guess the path could go in those corners. There's no reason it couldn't. Gives us a little bit more growing space. Same thing here. But we're going to have to do something a little bit different here. And that we're going to have to move the stairs out. How do I want to do that? The stairs are going to have to go up and over the tube. So the tube could be here, maybe. Yeah, and then the stairs up and over? Sure. Wait. No. Nope, 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 nope. Wrong. The stairs are going to have to go another level up to get over the tubeway. Okay, so this build is like kind of not a priority because it's just to help improve speeds. And fudge. You can't get to the bridge like that. What if the bridge is right in front of this? I don't know. Can we go over it on this side? Maybe? And then come like around and onto the bridge here at this tile? So what would that look like? Like the stairs? I got it. The tubeway here would kind of go down and over. And then we can just keep the path as it is. If it goes kind of like around it like that, they can still walk the path if it goes around like this. Or even it could go here, take a little bit of a turn, right? And just go over the path. Then I don't have to change the bridge around so much, which might be nice. Might be nice. I also want to bring back this path for them. And we can plant more kohlrabis here. Here. Let's not plant them right here-ish somewhere. Just in case we need that space for the end transport spot. The end spot on the thing. Okay. Let's see here. So, this berry collector is bored out of their minds. This one's bored out of their minds. I think we just have too many berries. You heard me. Too many berries. Okay, pause all water pumps, please. There's 18 days on this drought. It just feels like that's too long, you know? Now, the water does dissipate over time during a drought. So like pausing the pumps feels like a bad idea, but also the more pumping I do, the faster it dries out in those areas. So that's also hard. I don't know. Oh, that pump isn't paused. I didn't pause all of them. I'm gonna resume this one too. A little bit. There you go. Should help them get over the other side a little bit faster, maybe. I don't know. We're it it does feel like things are pretty quiet. I mean, I don't know. Is this game too chill? Too chilled for chat? All right, so 19 logs over here. That's interesting. I think that this sluice I'd probably just keep closed. And in that case, we could probably just get rid of that pump on that end. Maybe even the bad water pump. We can reclaim those resources for other purposes for right now. I mean, we don't get all of our resources back in this game, but I think it's okay. Worth the risk to lose a little bit. 16.5 days. Hard mode is no joke. It's super hard. Like, the length of these droughts is wild. How long? All right, you know what? I'm not going to build this one. I'm not going to build it. You know why? Because this one has been doing a bunch, and we have 72 in storage. Like, that's a lot. All right, we're gonna go back to running everything here, excluding the gears workshop, because we have 50 right now. Red Sir, hi friend, how you doing? Thank you for feeding me berries. I hope you're doing well. I should drink more coffee, and then I'll feel like things are less quiet because I'll be more awake. I'm gonna stand up too. This one's looking for the stairs to be built. Maybe we just pause this until they are. 42 times. Very nice. Enjoy your 6,900 bonus snackies. Berry suppliers. We're going all the way up. We're standing up tall, stretching out, making a big shadow behind myself with my chair. Yay, yay is right. We do like some bonus snackies for sure, especially on a last stream of the month. Let's see here. Wow. Gamer playing now with 7 million. It was like 5 point something to start a stream. All right, so not that much water over here. I'm gonna pause this pump for a little bit. How's this coming along? Yeah, don't... You're burning wood. We don't have anything to power right now. You gotta stop that. Metal blocks. Metal blocks, gears, and planks. Yeah, these are expensive. But that's also where we got some of those resources back by deconstructing the centrifuge over here. You know? They got some resources they can pick up over there. Biggest concern right now is the length of this drought, honestly. Length of this drought is my biggest concern. I'm going to pause a couple of the breeding pods. Just in case. I'm good. Hectic week is finally calmed down. Nice. Want to trade? Teaching staff just came back from their summer break. It's been bedlam since. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be pretty hectic for Darl for a bit. Yeah, I had a pretty, I feel like it was a long week because of certain things that occurred, but it's been a pretty good week considering. I'm definitely feeling like that it's Thursday, let's say. Students are back tomorrow. Oh my gosh. It's already here, Darl. So these to make mushrooms require water. Feels risky. I'll let the one go that hits 9%. We'll pause the other one. So we're just running one of those hydroponics right now. Oh boy. Okay. Pause this. 15.8 days. 5.6 days. Okay. Do a little water drop here just to keep the mangroves wet. Did I not close this? I didn't close it. My bad. Sorry. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're going to drop some water in here to keep those mangroves alive. I wonder if they can reach this wheel. Oh, yeah, they can. I think it's just resources are very limited right now. Probably. The mangroves mostly are rehydrated. So they're still out of water, but they have a longer period because the ground is green instead of being brown. Makes a big difference. Green ground versus brown ground. Could we deconstruct those stairs to take these planks to make these stairs? Because that'd be cool. Because they can get up there right there. Okay, now pause this. You gave the mangroves a chance. Let's wait. $13.7 days on this drought. Okay. Here's the thing. This did not work the way I wanted it to, because I wanted it to fill up to 2 deep, right? So why don't we just get rid of the sluices in the middle? And put a floodgate that we can open and close manually. Oh, because of the contamination. I think the floodgate would be a good way to do it, though. Double floodgate right here. They're gonna leave those resources there, aren't they? I mean, technically we could recover them. We would just have to, like, build stairs to go get them, whereas these stairs are already there. They're just really far away. Really, really far away. 12 days left in this cycle, but we're going to take a quick little break before we do more. I never heard the word bedlam before and had to look it up. Oh, yeah. Hi, Spark. How you doing? Every day is a school day, right? Yeah, I gotta learn. Question. Met cluster just landed on my map. Or my mortars only shot half the distance. There's a high shield, probably. If there's a high shield, you're gonna need an EMP shell to zap the high shield, and then you can do high explosives. You got that, Brewdog? So if there's a high shield anywhere on the ground, your mortars are going to be defended against by that high shield. So you need to EMP it. Yep. I hope that helps. Hope that helps. I wonder if this is a thing. No. I have a video about defending against mech clusters, but I don't think I have a command for it. You would have to find it on my YouTube. Let's do more words on stream. Take a break. Highly recommend that you get a snack, have a beverage, whatever. But if you don't want to do those things, you can play some words. Hi, friends. Good job, everyone. I have berries to reward to our winners. Welcome back. Kit, look at you go. 51 points in total. Very nice, Commander UD. Kicking butt once again, getting second place. And Tigger. Tigger in third place overall, but don't worry, everyone gets some berries because you're all amazing. You're all amazing. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for still being here. Let's get back into it for a bit. Wait, what? Tigger, you got third place overall. For the most part, Kit and Commander UD carried. That's what. Okay. Six days. All right, we gotta resume dropping. I don't know what to do. These mangroves might not make it. It's because of this. I gotta like close all my sluices during a drought. Okay, I think this is better because now I can have this open the whole way. No, it's still not gonna work. It's still not gonna work. How do I do this? Spark, how do I get this to fill up to the second level here? Even though it's only one deep over here. I get rid of the bottom here. I don't do a floodgate here. Although I can keep the floodgate here, I guess. It doesn't hurt necessarily. But I think it would be getting rid of this. Let's try this. So we're gonna reverse the order here and put the levee on the bottom. No, that doesn't make sense either because you would never be able to empty it. On Easy Pinoy boy, the rich get richer. That's right. I shouldn't have deconstructed those. Let's try 2 sluices. I can't because of the bridge. I'm upset. It's not working and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see. So... I guess we move the bridge. I don't know if this will work. Kiwiki, how's it going? Rimworld just got an update. Is it on the schedule for today's stream? It got an update? Is a Rimworld update? Improves grav ships. Hold up. 1.6.4.4566. Improves grav ships, shuttles, and more. Quality of life changes. I need to read this. Quality of life changes for grav ships and shuttles. New snowy art and mechanoid bosses in space. Hey everyone, we've got a content update for Rimworld today. Grav ships have received some quality of life changes. The new grav ship launch interface lets your colony's animals and mechanoids on board. Cool. I like that. Kicks visitors out. This makes takeoffs feel better and prevents accidental kidnappings with friendlies. Heck yeah. Pilot console now has a view range tool that allows your grav ship's range. Shows your grav ship's range without going through the whole launch process. I like that too. Because it won't interrupt you don't have to interrupt all your colonists to go check like how far you can travel on the map. And for sure, I've made at least one time a mistake because I was like, oh, I don't want to check that right now. And then I didn't check it and we couldn't get to the quest on time because we couldn't do it in one jump. Shuttles can now safely land on items, and they no longer obliterate a ton of roof when landing inside buildings. Only the necessary roof. When you're in orbit, colonists won't automatically take off their life-saving vacuum-resistant apparel if they're in a dangerous vacuum. That makes sense. Mechanitors can summon the mechanoid bosses in space. Cool. I like that. We added a new vac skin gland prosthetic. We added a new vac skin gland prosthetic from the Royalty Empire. We love cross DLC integration. It protects your colonists against vacuum. That's literally the coolest thing. I want that for everyone now. This cross-expansion content only appears for those that have both, which of course I have both because I have all of them because it's RimWorld. We rebalanced the Starjack xenotype to make them more useful in space. They have a new low-gravity adapted gene, which makes them faster and better workers in orbit. I really like that. Do they have a mod that stops the grav ship from landing on sloths that are chilling in the landing zone? Royalty DLC, best DLC. Yeah, I mean, that integration's really cool. The prosthetics from the Empire are really cool, and that one is super neat. I really like that. I also really like the improvement to Starjacks. They were a little lackluster for me to date. I think giving them more benefits while in orbit would be really good for feeling that xenotype more, you know? Other improvements include a new category for fishing in the work tab. Cool. Tree sowing research allows you to grow timber shrooms. That's almost like Timberborn in the glow forest. And the sentience catalyst now stops farming animals from roaming away. That's cool. So you can't zone them, but it makes them smart enough to not roam and leave you. I like that. It's a compromise between some people had hoped that you would be able to zone unzonable animals with the sentient catalyst. I like that it at least makes it so they stick around your colony, right? Just as time for the colder seasons, there's a new snowy visual for trees and plants. I love that. That's super cute. We've also made several technical improvements to the game, reduced the generation and loading times for worlds with 100% coverage, as well as added some tools to help out our modders. Yay! We love that. This update should be compatible with all save games. I clicked out of it. That's good. Changelog. But we just read their summary, so we're not going to read this. Cloud watching in space now always says stargazing. Makes sense. Anyway, that's great. That's great. We're not playing it today. It's a variety day. Lots of bug fixes. Yeah, 100% Kiwi. I think we'll play more of it on Monday and Wednesday. Wall. Wait, when is our Heckin' Legends stream? Heckin' Legends Choice stream is next Thursday, right? Yeah. Heckin' Legends Choice stream is next Thursday. So Monday and Wednesday will likely be a bunch of RimWorld, if not all RimWorld. so we can spend more time on our Odyssey run because we also have other things we want to do in RimWorld, and yeah, we gotta make more progress. So I think I don't want to deconstruct the bridge while they're working over here. I might just deconstruct it now. Build this bridge. Thanks. All right, so we have 400 logs now, which means one of these is... Oh, wow, we have a lot of planks. Let's bring back gears, pause planks, and let's empty this to switch it out for logs. I know. You're gonna have to take a minute to empty it. It's fine. 574 water. We have 9.9 days in the drought. Who wants to vote? Who wants to decide whether or not we're gonna make it? I don't know. Let's pump from here. This is the place where we have the most water. At the worst, we end up drying everything out. But, you know, if we dry it out when it's watered like this, then it should end up having enough days to make it to the end of the drought without dying. It won't be growing, but it won't die. These crops are almost harvested. They're harvesting right now. They're not planting. So, oh my gosh. Exercise class. Okay. Oh my gosh. They're so great. Coolio Delio, thank you. Back to lurking and loving Timberborn to go. Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. I'm excited. That's amazing. The dog is barking in his sleep. I love when they do that. Yeah, they keep exercising. They exercise all day long, apparently. Or maybe they're just bored. Oh, there are a lot of bored people right now. Okay, if we have that many bored people, then let's just put you all in these buildings. No, that's silly. Why would we do that? Let's see. Did you ever get up here? Yeah, cut these trees. There you go. Wonder if we should build a second farmhouse or third farmhouse or something. I also think we might not want to plant crops on this side of the tubeway. I think the tubeway, if it's going to go up and onto here, then we're probably going to want to grow the crops all over here. So that would be here, 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 here. Maybe not here because that's where the other end tubeway is going to be. Speaking of, no good selected. This is for cassavas. Fermented cassavas. Good. Now, we can get rid of this one. But I'm not going to get rid of this one just yet because we don't have power for this one. Because we're in a big drought. Big drought. It'll be fine. Probably. We do love lurkers. That's right, MJ. Lurkers are awesome. I know folks are pretty lurky right now. But I appreciate you being here. You're awesome. Squid! Hi. She's beautiful. Let's kill her. Squid. That doesn't sound like me at all. Yeah, I don't know. Must have been said, obviously, only the most truthful things make it into quotes in the bot. Right? Right? Oh boy, they're not going to be able to reach this. Maybe they can reach it if I give them that. We're probably dying in Timberborn. How you doing, Squid? Quotes never lie. That's right. We played some Flotsam for the start of stream today. It was really cool. It was really nice to check out again. I'm looking forward to playing more of it, in fact. I don't know. I really like that game. I really like that game. I hadn't played it in like 4 years. So it's been a really long time. It's in early access. It's been in early access that whole time, you know? So that's part of it. All right, priority these buildings, please. I would like a sluice here. We're gonna try a double sluice so that way we can close the one on the bottom when we want to fill it and open the one on the bottom when we want to slowly let it drain. It's kind of manual and annoying, but we can do it if we remember to do it. All right, so how many of these trees are gonna die? These ones would die, but they're barely grown anyway. These ones would die. All of these will die. Good. But we're like almost out of water. So do we care about the trees or do we care about the beeves? You know? I think it's the beavers. I think they're the ones that win. Oh no, there's so many injured. I don't have enough injury beds. Medical beds. All right, let's get some more medical beds. Where are we putting some more medical beds? Where are we gonna put some more medical beds? You could like hide them under here. Like you're sick, recover in the dark. I don't really want to do that. Maybe right here next to the trees. Beavers love trees. There you go. Hospital next to the trees. That sounds like something the beavers would do. Are you waiting to let the sluice water... Are you wanting to let the sluice water out when the water level gets low? Yes. So what I'm thinking is that this section here would always be full, but I want this to fill up to 2 deep when the water is flowing in nice, so that way it can flow into this and help keep it full during a drought. You see what I mean? So I didn't know how to do that to get a 1 level deep to fill up a 2 level deep to use as a source for another 1 level deep. So I think I'm doing 2 sluices and going to be doing very annoying manual switching of their settings. If you have a suggestion that you can simplify into a chat message for me, I would love to hear it. I love looking at your streams. It's nice to be doing my own thing when you're playing Colony Sims and seeing how much progress in the layout choices and whatnot you've done since I last looked. Yes, I love hearing that. Yeah, I mean, that makes me really happy because obviously sometimes, like, sometimes as streamers, we can feel like it's a quieter day or people are being extra lurky and it's kind of like, are folks enjoying this? Like, are we still into Timberborn? But it's like, you know, you're just like doing some of your own things. And even if you can't be super chatty or aren't a super chatty chatter, you're still enjoying seeing the colony progress and the content that I'm putting forward, right? I think I can. Okay. If not, throw a diagram or more full answer into the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. Usually it's like, if it's too complicated of an answer, it hurts my brain to try to read and implement into a game. But yeah, if you can help me understand it, that'd be cool. I really tune in when the crisis hits because the way you deal with it makes me reconsider my own choices. Oh no. Like this? Does this make you reconsider your own choices? All right, so we're starting out a 4-day period with 0 water. None on the ground, none in our storage. Silly question though, bored beavers, can they not dig deeper trenches? Yeah, that's actually a good question. Did we make any explosives? We have 5 explosives! Oh, Darl. We need storage for explosives so we can have more explosives. Here. Explosives. Explosives. Are we gonna die? We might die. But let's build deeper trenches first. So, here's what I want. I want like a trench here to help keep some of the trees wet. I want a trench here to keep some of the crops and berries and stuff wet. I want this to be able to pump deeper because I think they can go up to 6. I don't know if you can put the explosive like underneath. Oh, you can. Oh. Do it. You know what though? We don't have enough bad water. So we're going to need to build a bad water pump. One of the areas where there's bad water, which is somewhere. I think I wanted to do it here, but I'm not actually sure there's going to be bad water there. No, there should be. I am concerned that we are going to die. So we lost 1 to old age. Let's let these resume if they have the resources to do so. Because we might need you as future workers when all of our current workers die. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk about the thing here. Exactly like this. I panic every time I get hit with a long drought. Yeah, I might be panicking a little bit, but we're going to see what happens. Silly question though, board beavers. Yeah, we're going to do deeper trenches with the dynamite. Can you juice some beavers to get water for the other beavers? Oh wait, this isn't RimWorld. There's a point where you get to the bottom of the map, so not always. Oh, when you keep digging deeper trenches. Interesting. It wouldn't let you place the explosives. Yeah. Okay, so Sleepy Dragon says, for the 2 sluices on the upstream side, set them to close if contamination is over 5%. Yep. For the 2 on the downstream, set them to close if the water level is above 0.5. Both of them? This will stop the contaminated water from entering, right? Which is why we had that one. And then we'll maintain the area you want watered at 0.5. Will it fill this to 2 deep? Because I almost feel like it won't. Because this is at close above downstream depth. We could just make this open. I don't know. We could try opening it. I just want to figure out how to fill it at 2 deep. I know how to fill this at 1/2 deep, but I don't know how to get this to 2 deep full when this is 1 deep. I'm having trouble getting this filled up to the 2 deep. So we're going to try 2 sluices on top of each other. I kind of thought that this one on the bottom has to be closed, with this one on the top being set to, like, you know, 0.8 or 0.9 or something. And then these would fill this up, keep filling it up until this one starts allowing the water out. It's all 0 priorities, yeah. So now there's a little section there that's just a little bit deeper, and that's good for water in our main pump. But also, we're dying. So far, no one's died yet, because they can survive a few days without water. We have 2 babies. They're gonna be the future colony because everyone's gonna die. Except them. It'll be fine. It's all 0 deep priorities. Right now, it's all 0 deep. Does the water get that high over there? No. That's the problem, Pinoy boy. It doesn't hit 2 deep on the other side. So we might have to use the powered pump. My sluices should only have 1 checkbox checked. Did they have 2 checkbox checked? No, one's about contamination and one's about downstream depth. They're different categories. I want it to close under both circumstances. Yeah, gotta pump it to move it uphill. It's not uphill. It's filling up a container that's taller than the starting point. That's uphill, isn't it? Okay, sleepy dragon. We're good. We're good. That's what I did. I just opened it. It's opened. Oh, we don't want to do that. I see. Okay, we don't want to do that because we want to close it for contamination. So we get rid of the close above downstream depth completely. Just have it automate for the contamination. Got it. That's the way to do it. Okay. There we go. Now we shouldn't have to manually adjust it. That's what you were trying to say with the 1 versus the 2. Do we have anyone dying of dehydration yet? Nope, not yet. Okay. Yes, okay. Sometimes it takes me a second, but I got it. We're losing some trees, but that's okay because we have 600 logs right now. We don't need trees. We need water. You know? Okay, we're also out of food. Cool. Like, really out of food? Really out of food. All the water's in here making mushrooms. Can I empty the storage of this? I don't think so. Oh, here's all the berries. Yeah, eat those. So, like, there aren't berries here? Or... yeah, those aren't berries. We have no food. I'm thinking that this might be part of it. Oh boy, out of food and out of water, and we have so many mouths to feed. Okay. Food, farmhouse. Farmhouse is just logs, so more farmhouse. Let's put another farmhouse here. And let's plant kohlrabi in front of it. I kind of feel like I should get rid of one of these. We just don't have the water for this. Maybe we can get some of those resources back and then also plant some kohlrabi there. See? This is better. I'm imagining a future where there's enough beavers to work all of these farmhouses. We lost another one of old age, but don't worry, we have 2 babies. So the 2 that died of old age, we have 2 babies. We also have a lot of people bored right now, and I don't really know what else they could be doing, to be honest. I guess you could, like, help with this. Maybe. Wait, I think that the reason why they're not cutting is because of storage, not because of... Yeah. So... Ooh. Where would I put another one, though? That's the question. I feel like there should be one over by the trees, more by the trees. Let's try putting one here and see if we can get a stairway up to it. I like that. That looks kind of cute. Gives them something to do while they're dying of thirst. Time to start the calling. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Silver lining. Food won't be a problem when they all probably die. Correct. We're out of food and out of water now. Out of food and out of water. So, how do we eat beavers? How do we eat beavers? I mean, what? What are you talking about?
Landis course squid just cheered 150 bits.
It's kind of like an evil lightning. That's right. We got rain. We got water. We got... The drought's over? The water is coming? There it is. There it is. Squid, thank you so heck much for the support, friend. So it should flow right in there. Yep. Okay, so it's open from the sluices, one way open. It's gonna start to fill up. I'm just gonna let some water come this other way for now because we want this to fill up. And we do have these floodgates over here, so we might as well bring the water via the floodgates. Because we're dying and all. We're down to 44. From 74 to 43 to 42. 32. 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. I feel like I'm counting. 23, 21. Go get water, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're at like 15 of them. We need babies. Oh gosh. Okay, we're not gonna work these pumps We're not going to worry about the last section of water right now. We're going to focus on getting water filled up over here with these pumps. Because we got 5 pumps that we could be working over here. What is the job priority of these? Very high. Very high. Very high. And very high. This one's very high. Then... how do I make other stuff lower work priority? $11.9. Okay. It's fine. Oh, God, you're just dead right there. Oh, God, you're dead right there. Oh. Hi, Blackkeeper. Yeah, I jinxed it. The confetti that popped up when 2 more people died. Yeah, because Blackkeeper arrived. when top supporter person comes in, like tier 3 people, confetti, and it's like confetti, yay, we're all dying. We're down to 9. Right before this drought, Blackkeeper, we had 75 alive adult beavers. We have 9 right now. We have almost all died. And we're out of food, which is also cool. And I don't know why, but we can't eat the beavers. For some reason. Okay, so we don't have any workers. This has 40 water in it. We need someone working here. This could be food right here. Do we have any mushrooms? We have 2 mushrooms. That's not enough. All right, where are my workers? Where's my workers thing? I mean, why am I even checking? They're all gonna die. Let's give it a minute. 7. Oh boy. We have 3 babies. We can recover with 3 babies. Am I the bringer of dead? The confirmer of the death. Yeah, you're not the bringer, just the confirmer of the existence of death in my colony. Okay, it's not your fault. It's my fault. No more gears. No more this. No more. We don't need electricity if we don't even have beavers to do things. We still don't have water. I don't understand how you're not... how you don't have water. It's not filling up to level 2. It's never gonna fill up to level 2. Unless we do something to clog it more over here, right? Because look, it's overflowing here. So you could take the levees and kind of block it more, because this, when this is collected, yeah, you could definitely block it some more. If we live that long. There's only 7 of us. Let's pause the pump that's further away. Just so we have some, like, haulers or something. Let's do 1 worker in the district center. No, 2. We have 7. I'm very concerned about the lack of food. Six workers, they're dying of hunger now. What do you mean, bad tide? Y'all, it's over. This is the end. This is the end. We're gonna die. This is the end. There's 5 adult beavers. 4 babies.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Fine.
We got a bad tide coming. We don't have food. But, I mean, maybe because there's so few mouths to feed, if we can get them working at this farm, they can harvest this and we can eat again. Okay, pause. I only have 3 alive beavers. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Okay, where's my worker management? I don't have enough workers to worry about worker management. The foresters need to be paused. The mushrooms is a low enough priority. The inventors are a low enough priority, so no one's filling them in. We can pause all the lumberjacks and the woodwork shop. Okay, I got a worker in the farmhouse. That's food. Oh no, there's no one left. There's 2 babies and they're gonna die of starvation. They live in a condo by themselves and they think that it's great.
Good day to die.
But they have no food. They're going to get water though. Good. Good. They have water. But no food. I'm upset. Oh, there's 3. There's a new one. They're exercising! I had a RimWorld colony like that. It's happened to all of us. Yeah. I mean, honestly, so Sleepy Dragon, this is my most successful hard mode run to date. 20 cycles? I mean, I'm going to count that as a win. I learned a lot about what I need to be doing. And I think, frankly, getting dynamite faster so we can do a deeper channel is like huge. This is why I always over stockpile. I hate it. I probably should have over stockpiled. This is over. So here's the question then. Do we start a new one? Also, Squid or anyone else, I don't know if you heard the announcement that we're doing a game jam. Halcyon Frequency is doing a game jam. What that means is that if anyone is like at all interested in trying to put your skills together to make a game under the undisclosed theme, so it's a secret until the date of, right? You could try to look for a group in our community Discord. The link for that Discord is right there. Also, the link to the game jam so you can enter is right there. Just wanted to make note of that for people that are interested. It's not a fail if you learn something from it. Yeah, exactly, Gamer Plane. Then it's just a question of, do we try to kick off a new run now on hard mode, taking some of what we learned and focusing in a little bit more on better food and water before the stream ends. What did we learn? That we need more food and water stockpiled. Earlier, better, more. All of it. And we need to keep expanding those stockpiles. And say if you're able to load a save and get some folks to harvest those crops, maybe see where that goes. There's an auto save from like 12 minutes ago we could look at. Let's look at this. Hard mode is fun, losing is fun. Yeah, exactly. Hard mode is hard and losing is fun. Exactly. It's part of the challenge to try hard mode is to like push yourself under much more trying circumstances. And the reason why I wanted to do it is because we made the monument on the normal difficulty. So it felt like maybe, you know, just maybe we should try making the monument on the harder difficulty with this group. Okay, so this is the end of the drought. This is when we need these open to bring the water in. I'm gonna pause these two. We have workers in these two. Prioritize these two farms. Pause these two farms. I mean, right now we have the workers. The problem is I know what's coming and they're all gonna die. Okay. Actually, these berries haven't died yet, technically. Okay. The water should be flowing in now. Soon. And we're not closing this at all. We want it to go until there's a downstream depth of 0.5. These are actually where we're going to get the first water. So that is, we do want those unpaused. Part of the problem is it's nighttime. Now this one we're going to open faster. There's our crops, which is part of why we prioritize these two. We're down to 41 workers. $30 workers. Five water, 4 water, 20 workers. Are any of these close to producing a kid? No. I might resume 2 of them just for the sake of the colony. We're pumping. We still have 14 adults, 12 adults. Died of thirst, died of thirst, died of thirst. Let's pause these locations over here so they're not going to work on the other side. Or over here. They shouldn't be working over here either. Okay. 11 and 2 water. Oh gosh, the biggest problem right now is food. 9 and 2 kids, 3 water. Okay, some of them have still not gotten water, which is bad. I really thought everyone would have gotten water by now. Look, if I can keep like 3 adults alive, we could maybe do this. 4 here and some on farming, please. All right, we got 2 water, 3 water. No one should be dying of thirst. 1 of them is born. Good, 3 kids. We're trying. My advice, unpause all water pumps. High prioritize that job. The water is going to get drunk as soon as it's pumped, so the more the better. Okay, well, we have no food, and last time they all died of hunger right after we got the water going, so I would rather have some of them working food and some of them working water and try to keep some of them alive. Different play styles, I guess. I want to have food at the end of the day. I want to have food at the end of the day. So I have 4 pumps going. I also have 2 farmhouses going. Those are my 8 workers. Belle, hi. Thank you so heckin' much for the raid. How the heck was RimWorld today? I hope you had a really good time. I hope your space wizards are doing well. We're doing a variety day.
Play more RimWorld.
We're doing a variety day. So no RimWorld, no oxygen not included today. We started out today with a game called Flotsam. You might be familiar with it just because you do play a lot of games. Flotsam is really cool, and I really enjoyed checking it out again for the first time in many years. And now we're checking out our Timberborn hard mode run, day 4, and we're like nearly dying. We died. We're trying to recover it we went back a little bit, 1 save to try to recover it a bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. It is great. So we have 0 food and 3 water, but we have 8 adults alive right now. So as long as I can get some of them to stay alive to harvest this food, we might be okay. Some of this food is like 76%. So we'll see. You're right. There are berries. There are berries. Pause one of the farmhouses. Pause both the farmhouses for a second and go on the berries. Actually, let's leave 1 farmhouse and 2 berry collectors. Perfect. High priority. High priority. Good eye, squid. Good eye. I'm a little worried about... Are these just haulers? So it's an interesting time, Belle. I heckin' appreciate you very much. Thank you for once again another raid. You did play it a long time ago. I met the devs at Gamescom. Our fridge had some Flotsam magnets. That's cool. I love that. Yeah. I hadn't played it since 2021, so I was like really excited to play it again. Yeah, very happy to play it again. It's looking good. It's definitely a really cool game. All right, so we have some water. Food, we're getting some berries. This one is getting berries. Can you eat your own berries? Eat your berries. This one is staying alive by berries. You gotta go get water. Oh boy. I think 2 of them got food, y'all. I think a couple of them might have gotten some food. There's like a little bit of berries. That kid got some food. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we need... This is bad. This is bad. Okay, let's go down to 1 breeding pod. The bad tide is yet again approaching in 3 days. We can block the bad tide with our system here. This one is set to block... to close when there's a contamination. So, yeah. It'll be okay, is what I'm trying to say. All right, the berry collectors are doing good work, and we need to... we have farmers here, so they're collecting these kohlrabi, which can be eaten as soon as they're harvested. I need more water being pumped. I just don't have the workers. Where are my workers? What are my workers doing right now? If the deep bad water pump got made, maybe someone was there. I doubt it, though. Not enough workers in district. District center, not enough workers in district. Right. Gather flags, berries, yeah. Mushrooms, not enough workers in district, yeah. Lumberjack, just pause it. And wood workshop, just pause it. They're not working there anyway, but might as well pause it. Okay, 1 died of hunger. 1. We have 7 adults alive. We stand a much better chance than the first scenario of the same situation. Because we have food that can be harvested. If we can pump. If we can pump water. I'm kind of like not letting the water over here to preserve it here. I don't know if that's really the move. We should let some in. In fact, we should fill that up. It's too deep now. Don't go backwards. Fill it up. This should be going to 2 deep. Go to 2 deep. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so this is going to 2 deep now. We have 5 food, 5 water. Little bit of each. This is paused, right? Yeah. Okay. Cassavas. We have cassavas that need to be fermented. If we could get someone working here, I don't really know if we can. We have 8 workers now. The babies. Some of them grew up. Okay, I do need more berries. Okay, we are collecting berries. Good. I'm worried that we don't have enough workers to collect all these cassavas. Kohlrabis. We're doing it, people. Okay, there's an ad break, Bell Raiders. We're going to keep streaming for a bit, but you might end up with an ad. I'm excited that we're kind of like in a bitter situation. I am going to show a little clip reel, take a little break because I am 7 hours in. I just want a little break. But I want to see if we can recover this before we end. I usually stream about 8 hours, so we'll probably go that long today. So you take a break with me or watch some clips, and I'll be back in just a little bit. And, you know, thanks for being here. Yeah, we have food. We have 26 food and 64 water. It's probably not enough for the bad tide, but we have so few mouths to feed and give water to that we might make it. But in the meantime, I need some food myself. Just like a little snacky or something, you know? Okay. Okay, I think this cursed thing is... what I want it to be? Question mark? People leaves. Raid wrap. Maybe someday, Carl. There might be, in the future, some Ilana singing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gas lobster.
This is a chaos lobster.
Chaos
Slash crab.
lobster.
Slash crab. Yeah, there's like scary stuff going on in the background. Just ignore the game, it's fine. Oh wait, that's Jay. Jay, hi. I'm so mad. H Gammon. Okay, so H Gammon is 36 and now has dementia because of those wasters. GCFM, I gotta say, I feel like you might not have been worth it. I mean, GCFM was worth
The
it.
Canadian family man has arrived. Everyone say hello.
No, I gotta like hide. Hi, Jay. Good things are happening in Sea Ice. We survived another winter and we got Black Sparrow. Black Sparrow's not really like that great, but I was hoping that they could be our crafter. Please be successful. Are you trying to tame them? Blackkeeper shows up with fertilized duck eggs and is like, come back to our colony. We have fertilized duck eggs. We don't have food. Do we not have food? We don't have food. Hey, you tamed a buffalo! Blackkeeper tamed a buffalo! Oh. Okay. Squiddy! Ah! 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 It's Squid! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm yelling. I'm excited. Squid died! Oh no! Squid!
From malnutrition.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hey, I've got a little challenge for you. Catch me a squid.
No!
Maggie Megs is coming with us. As long as Maggie Megs can handle their age situation.
And they like put you together. At least I've had that happen before.
Oh.
This was the key.
Oh, there's a creepy thing. What? What?
I don't know. I screamed because it scared me.
I love that clip because I love that me and Brie are both just like, what just happened? Wait, is this a me clip reel? It's a mods clip reel. It's me. It's me. Ilana singing. I don't believe it. I made a clip reel where I found clips about my mods. It's new. It's new, Squid, and it's longer, so I don't always get to play it. Or I don't get to play the whole thing every time because it's longer. But like I think the one I did at the end is Darl, and Darl's clips we've seen quite a bit. That gave me the feels, Ilana. Stop it. You know, I just think we've had such fun stories, right, Squid? We've had so much fun, you know? I don't know. What are these made out of? Planks and... I mean, we're gonna have tubeways. We don't have any beavers, but we're gonna have tubeways, okay, people?
Blandiscore Squid gifted a tier 1 subscription to Surprising In.
Squid, thank you so much for the gift sub to Surprise Onion. That's right, a little surprise onion. Thank you so heck much for the support, friend. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, the feels. I heckin' appreciate you, Squid. Big appreciate, friend. I just for the sake of my brain, I don't want them to go from that angle into the tubeway. I want like a straight one there first. This is gonna be very expensive, but work on it because I want it. Is it worth it for this one spot? Probably not. I think it'll be worth it though. Because then we're gonna make another one that goes around over here. Attaching to the same thing, you know? I don't know. Maybe we should move this end. I don't know. We'll see. Doesn't have to be permanent, right? All right. So 0.4 days. And the water here. If you want to. How full is this? Yeah, I can't really get it to fill up any higher there. It was kind of a mistake, but wishful thinking, you know? Because, like, you see how much this is backing up now? If I dammed it in over here, it probably would. Because this is kind of flooding. So I feel like if we dammed it on this side fully, leaving the sluices for the bad water to go, then we could fill this up to 2 deep. But then at that point, why settle for this tiny little thing? Like, maybe you make this whole thing the dam. I'm not there's no construction is happening right now, Squid. All that they're doing right now is food and water. You can fill it as high as the water source. Yeah. Yeah, we could. Okay, reminder. This sluice... Oh, you can't... Oh, no. The chat is kind of in, like, the worst spot ever. Let me just move it for a second. What if I put it, like, right here? That might work. So this sluice is set to close below contamination 1%. So it opens for any amount of contamination. And these ones close above contamination 3%. So they will close when the water reaches a certain contamination level and prevent water from flowing through. This is already closed. I'm upset. We only have 100 water. Ooh, look at this, though. This didn't exist before. And we're going to pump it. We're going to pump that. And we're going to turn down the pumps here. So we're pumping this one and this one instead. Spreading out our pumping. Okay, so now this thing is flowing. And the berries are right here. That's where they need to collect berries. And we got 200 food. Right now, food is not the issue. We also have 3 babies and 3 breeding pods active. Let's make it 4 breeding pods active. Yeah, okay. So I want to keep pumping, but also we have 24 days to worry about here. 155 water. Four empty jobs, but we don't have anyone to work those jobs, so it's fine. This one is not employed. Okay. Let's do 1 pump per area. That's 3 workers. 2 workers collecting cassavas. 1 collecting berries. That's 6 workers. So we'll make a 7th worker in the water over here. And then maybe 2 in the district center to haul stuff. Yeah, okay. It's okay. As long as we can get through this 23-day-long bad tide, everything's fine. So this is where our bad waters pump's gonna be. There's bad water right here from this bad water source. So we can get bad water from over here. But with our centrifuge over here, I almost feel like maybe we should get bad water from over here. Like maybe we don't do this. And instead, I know I'm planning like stuff that like we can't do because we're dying, but like still, wouldn't it be cool if we could do it? What if we could do it? That would be neat. And then you'd all be like, whoa, she did it. We have a stair over here, which is really kind of far away. We could do a stair, or we could do a little bridge. It's not that far, in fact. We could do this little 2 bridge. Oh no, that's a bad spot. We'll do it over there. 9, we have 9 adults. Look at us thriving. Actually thriving. I would also like to empty these 2. Oh good, they're already empty. Cool, 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 cool. We're gonna get rid of those. And we're gonna make... Do I do 2 small ones, or do I do like a big one? Let's do small ones again. I think I have other small ones by the centrifuge, right? Yeah, right there. Okay, so how are we doing? Let's pump here with another worker. More water, please. I'm gonna make this farm a little bit less high priority than the first farm. And the water pumps are obviously different priorities as well. Cool. Heck yeah. Oh, berries. Give me those berries. And we gotta recover population. So we're gonna resume all the breeding pods. More babies. More berries. Is it cut off? It's cut off. Why would you do such a thing? But it's a decent spot, so I'll leave it there. Okay. I'm so happy these stockpiles are stockpiling. Those dozen beavers are thriving. Yeah. These last survivors are doing okay. So going back a save wasn't a bad call because we might be able to recover numbers. Another thing is like these breeding pods aren't that expensive. If we have the berries, we could just have a bunch of them and then deconstruct them later. You know? Also, what do we think about the creepy advanced ones that birth a adult? We need extract for these. which means we're gonna need to get our centrifuge running. But let's just build a couple in the meantime and then go from there. And maybe a couple more regular ones. Is this extract? Oh, we have some extract. Even just a little. More breeding pods, please. Thank you. Why am I building these tubes? I don't know. I think if we build these tubes, we should get rid of this path down the middle to plant more stuff there. I think because they can walk around and then they also can tube around, or will be able to later. We could be planting another row here. We're also going to expand that a little bit and right there a little bit. And look at all those crops they've planted. Now, there are cassavas in the storage and no one who's fermented them. But also, I don't think there's power here anyway. There's not, because it's not flowing. So maybe we pause it. Did I get rid of both the other ones? No, we could do this one. Can we do one worker? Is that enough power for you? 86%. Seems like it might be enough. The cassavas are just a little bit more food, so I figured why not? Plus then we can turn it off because we won't have any more cassavas. Because right now we're just doing kohlrabis, which I think is the right call, the right move. Let's unpause this one with our new worker. That bad tide do be flowing. What's going on here? Open, open. Okay. So it's adding a little bit more water to this area for us. I'm also going to open this to take that water, to connect that water in. The berries are huge, obviously. Getting some berries has been good for restocking some of our food, but more importantly, it's helpful for the breeding pods. Jerry Mondu, hi. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Boo, how you doing? Hi, friends. I have a grav ship to rebuild. Enjoy. Oh, yeah. Building a bunch of stuff and complaining nothing's getting done. Yeah, for sure. I know it's just low enough priority that they won't be able to get to it, so it's all right. I think this being as deep as it is has been nice. I think we need to get basically this building. Frankly, I'd love to get the explosives workshop going. Oh, they finished the cassavas. Okay, cool. Pause those. Can we do... You don't have bad water. Right. We don't have bad water. Okay, well, don't unpause that then. We'll just wait a minute. And let's resume... I don't know, another water pump maybe? Could be the cassavas. No, we don't have enough workers. We don't even have anyone in the district center. We'll just wait. But that's interesting, right? So we reloaded a save 12 minutes, but just by securing food enough to prevent that last group that had gotten water Oh, the last group that had gotten water, but then ended up not having food and dying of hunger right after the group that died of thirst. That's what we fixed, basically. There were like a final 9 adult beavers that died of hunger after we got water going, and we resolved it by one, getting kohlrabies down, but also collecting some of the berries that were here. Splitting the workers that we did have available between the pumps and the food. And it's definitely interesting because, I even had someone in chat telling me to just prioritize the pumps. And yeah, it would make sense to focus on water as the most pressing resource, the one that's causing all of them to die. But if you only focus on water, restocking your water, you gotta keep an eye on the food too. And I think hard mode especially really presses on your water and your food. I pumped it too much, but I think that's fine because it's just the trees and the mangroves. 14. Some of these trees are gonna die, so let's just drop a little bit of water back into that area and make sure we don't pump it too much again. And we'll pause these right now. I don't care if all these trees back here die, but I don't want our main source of trees to all die. We're in a bad tide. We can drop a little bit of water because we only have 19 of them, remember? Maybe we don't need these extra ones. I don't know. I do want more workers. Is this open? It's open. No wonder it was doing what it was doing. We could probably pump here a little bit if we need to, just to have something to throw over there. We do have 14 days left on this, so a little bit more pumping might be good. We can also try getting a couple more workers to finish the harvest here, just to make sure we don't lose those kohlrabi. And then let's have one pumping here, one pumping here. No other pumps right now. And frankly, I might pause this. We just needed a little bit of water to rehydrate some of them. Ooh. Actually, the pine are still gonna die. It's interesting because the fluid dump being all the way on this end has been a little unfortunate for the water situation, right? Because it's only dumping it there. What if I put one... Here's somewhere. What if I put one there? No. Yeah. No. I don't like that. What if I put one here? We should have the resources to build it. It's just a question of whether or not we have any builders. 2 builders? We're gonna be okay. Thank you for the follow. Blueberries surviving and not completely drying out was a miracle. Yeah, the blueberries was really lucky, obviously. I really thought they were dead. That's one of the things, though, about having a reservoir area that keeps water through part of it is it keeps those hydrated for longer. You can get through a period of drying out if it's just a period of drying out and not the entire drought. And that's, I think, part of what I struggle with hard mode is having the resources to get through that period if we have to. Stockpiled enough water, specifically, has been the consistent question in this run. In order to try to be more successful, it's have I really stockpiled enough water for the number of beavers? We just had too many. We grew pretty rapidly. We wanted to grow rapidly. We grew very rapidly. And then we had too many beavers. So this too is not going to be enough water for the pine, huh? I think these pine trees might die. I don't know what to do. I'm like moving the workers back and forth from these water dumps. I don't know. I don't know. Words are hard. I agree. Jerry Mandu, we almost played some more Gaucho today. Gaucho in the Grassland. And I said that given the interest that people expressed in it, I'd like to check it out again some point soon. Not just because of them, but also because I enjoyed it. So I know that's one that some of you might be interested in seeing more of. So thought I'd mention it. This pine is dying, but some of them are watered. I mean, we could just drop a bunch of water. What's the worst that could happen? We don't have any water? Yeah, that's the worst that could happen. I think we need a memorial for all those lost beavers. Yeah, that's a good point. We should have a memorial for them. Okay, what are we gonna build? The Laborer Monument? The Flame of Unity? I can't afford that one. We could do the Laborer Monument. What about decorations? Beaver statue. This is too cheap, isn't it? This one is gonna be for the beavers who died trying to get us water. And this one is gonna be for the beavers. Where do I put it? Who died trying to get us food. Yeah, two sculptures for now. I mean, it's probably gonna be a really long time before we make them, to be honest. We could do one more beaver bus. This one's kind of cool. Can I just build it on top of the crops? Can I put it there? I wonder if they'll build it if it's on top like that. We'll see. 9.4 days. We gotta stop pumping here, but the pine trees are rehydrated, so that's good for them. I'm gonna stop pumping over here for right now. Try to keep some water in there because they planted a lot more crops, which is great, but also makes me nervous for running out of water. Okay, where is berries storage? Right here is some berries storage? No, this is like a little one. Let's change that to kohlrabies. And this one to kohlrabies. We have a lot of berry storage, which I'd like to transition some of it to better foods. Fermented mushrooms. Kohlrabies. Okay. Good. We have lots of storage space for kohlrabies now. Not as much storage space for berries now. But that makes sense. Yeah, the berries over here are plentiful. We have a nice amount of berries over there. All right, let's resume some of this. Not the wood workshop, because we're full on treated planks. Not gear, because we have 41. Maybe planks, maybe not planks. I don't know. We could do one worker on planks. %61% efficiency. Could be worse. We could go up to 4 if we have the workers for it. 2 in the district center. 8.4 days on this bad tide. Ooh, bad water pump is built. Ooh, someone working in it. Good. Yes. Working it. 75 extract. Yes. Okay, now build these then. Build these then. Not extract, bad water. We have bad water. We can work on more dynamite and make our trenches deeper and survive longer and better and fuller and happier lives. Okay, and now we're gonna pause. No, we're not gonna pause breeding. If we can handle this, we're gonna keep doing it. All right, now the trees say 13 days, 16 days, 14 days. Guess what? All those amount of days is longer than my current drought. So we're good. Bad tide, whatever. Okay, so it dried out a little bit over here. Let's just change them to prioritize harvesting. They all should be set to prioritize harvest, and then they'll just pick up the ones that are drying out. It's not a big deal if we lose a few, right? I don't think it's a big deal. If anyone does happen to be a heckin' legend, I shared a little sneaky news that I haven't announced publicly yet. And you can check it out in the Discord if you look closely. Or if you look at our Heckin' Legends channel, you can see it very obviously. If you look closely in the Discord and aren't a Heckin' Legend, you might figure it out that way too. But you have to be in the Discord. That's a good point, MJ. That's a good point. You do have to be in the Discord for that to do anything. So we're pumping in this little tiny pit. I think it was a great move. I want more explosives. We have 3 extract. Let's see what the efficiency is. 100%. Let's turn this one on. 100%. All right. Cool. Oh, no power. I'm sure they'll supply it tomorrow. I can prioritize it by builders and see if that helps. Because look, we're pumping our far away bad water pump, but it's doing it. And that's great. Why do I have this double layer here? I don't know. It was so I could wash the bad tide out when I need to. Close this one, open this one, open this one. It lets the bad tide flow. None of my trees should die. Water is okay right now. We could even pause this just so we don't dry out the rest of the crops. Okay, let's switch to collecting these berries. Frankly, our berry storage is full. Maybe I did too many. We do have mushrooms. Do we have cassavas? No. So switch this to mushrooms. There you go. Okay, let's look at this again. Explosives, maybe we use explosives while we get them and we make that berry storage. Okay. And then this one's uncooked cassavas, which we very rarely have. because we eat them. So berries. Cooked cassavas. Fermented, I guess, is the name. Scrap metal. Oh, but that's a warehouse one, so it's not gonna make that big of a difference. All right, how are these doing? You have no scrap metal, so you're not doing anything. Cool. Where's the scrap metal? Here. Resume that and pause this so that worker can go over there. Although we have one bored person. Let's go up to 4 on the district center. Now we have 1 empty job. What's this? Cultivation halted. This will die soon. Why? Large power wheel. Oh, it's back. It's harvesting. Okay, okay. The gatherer flags. What job is empty? Oh no, 1 unemployed. Oh. Oh, I see. It's so fancy. Lumberjack, please. Oh no! We're out of water. 3.6 days. That's fine. Go ahead and pump the last bit of water up before it disappears. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it so we can drink it. The thing is, this 3.3 days is enough days that we'll get water before we run out of water. So we'll be fine. The food supply is fine, even if this entire crop here dies, which some of it will, right? Some of this will definitely die. I could do water drop, but I don't think it's worth it necessarily. But one thing that we might want to consider is, instead of just having the dynamite over on this side, it should really like go over into this section where the crops are, so that way it helps keep the crops for longer, right? So we would do the same thing here and make a deeper section there to help keep some of the crops longer. And in fact, if we wanted to make it like smaller, so that way we can do both, and then expand it, that would probably be smart, right? So we're gonna make like a little tiny little irrigation channel, let's call it, for the water to help make these 2 deeper. And then when we have even more dynamite, we'll do more. I think that we have a lot of bad water right now. I think that we're probably good. I think that you should take a different job. We could do metal again. Yeah, let's do metal. It's drying out, but we knew that was gonna happen. I mean, it was a good recovery, right? Like, very good recovery for the run by just going back 12 minutes. They did it! Wait. I thought I saw someone go in the tube. Must have been my imagination, though, because this hasn't been built yet. That's what I want to see. I want to see them using the tubes. Must have been someone running underneath it, and it just looked like it. Here, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna prioritize the tubes because we're really close. We're making the metal right now. Let's get the tube. You're right, there was someone in there. Okay, so it was like an early access glitch, maybe? Okay, because Sleepy Dragon saw it. It seems like you've played a lot. I think that's interesting because there's no end here. So they shouldn't be able to use it, right? They can build from inside, right? But I thought they needed a station on either side. That was my surprise to the situation. Why aren't we supplying to this? Do you think we need a wood storage right here? So they have wood like right here that they can just drop off? Okay, we have 8 looking for work. What we're gonna do is we're gonna preemptively put them into the pumps. Or at least some of the pumps. So that way they're pumping immediately as soon as we get clean water. We're gonna open this one again. We're gonna close this so we can flood the bad water out. Bad tides ended. The water's coming. We're down to 46, so we didn't run out of water. We did not run out of water. Good news, everyone. We did not run out of water. I love the back scratcher thing. It's so cute. They need a station to get out. They can travel to the end and turn back without an exit. Interesting. So that's what they did. They must have come down to build and then come back through it. Cool. Well, they'll do the station soon. I just kind of wanted to see them zipping through it a bunch. We're gonna build more, right? So we'll probably I'll probably change it so the station is like either here or maybe over here. So it's a little further away from the other one. And then I'll make another station over here that can get them very quickly to these other things. All right, so we're waiting for the contamination level of the water to go down low enough that our sluices switch. Remember, it will switch. We could just let the yucky water flow. I'm gonna do it. Heck it. Get out of here, yucky water. This should be open, open, let it flow. Poisony water. Yum, yum. All right, now we're gonna let it flow over here too. It's only half poison. Oh, we need more. Let's just have this be completely open. Let it flow for a minute. This one can be open too. Good. I'm just gonna let it rush out because it's not fully contaminated. It's just like a little bit, so it's fine. All right, now we're gonna force the water, yeah, to flow down this way. And this is gonna allow a little bit of water out, just like that, to let some of the contaminated water out. Remember, it's a one-way valve. Okay, now auto, and we're gonna have it be like 0.55, and we're gonna try to switch to the fermented cassavas over here instead of this one to hopefully get gears going again. Okay, please pump. Please pump. Pump. And please pump. All the water pumps. Every single one. All right, look at that. Look at that. So we almost ran out of water, but we're getting more of it. Plenty more. Plenty more. We're letting water flow. This is set as a sluice to a too deep down, right? So what that's doing is that's keeping this one pretty deep for us. Then here we have these ones set to a downstream depth of, like, let's go pretty deep, like 0.9. So it's like as high as it can be, you know? And then this is the same way. It's like really high. 1. And while this didn't work out, I definitely learned something from it. That effort would have been better spent on trying to go deeper instead of going up. And also that if we want to stop it at that level, we have to stop it here. We have to block this and maybe put a floodgate here. And then this whole area would be filled to the too deep. And I think that could be great. So we can do it eventually. There are 5 looking for jobs. So I'm going to bring the cassava farmers back over here. Maybe pause the berries for right now. Turn on the tappers and resume hauling, but we need to have like 4 haulers. And maybe 1 science place. Now there's 1 empty workplace. That's not bad. Is it the haulers? Now there's no empty workplace. Nice. Nut, how's it going? It makes it really nice for when they need to build the tubes in faraway locations since the tubes are so fast. Yeah, that makes sense. That's super nice. We need metal blocks for this. Are we making metal? Yes. 69% efficiency. Nice. But also not nice, because not that great. Let's increase the efficiency on the metal for right now. 40% efficiency. Okay, so we don't have enough flow happening here. But we also don't have cassavas, do we? No, we don't have cassavas, so just pause it. Do I want to close this above downstream depth to get this thing running? Or right now, just keep it closed? Oh, look at that. It's running. Okay, we'll keep the cassava thing employed. As long as the water's flowing, that thing's running. That's good for us. Scrap metal's getting more full. We're getting some metal smelted. That's good. We have some treated planks, but we don't really need any more treated planks. They're building some dynamite. Woo! It's nice. Goes boom. Goes boom. My colonist just went berserk and chopped off the head of my other colonist with a monosword. That sounds like one of my clips. Maybe I should have set up an organ harvesting factory. Unfortunately, Nut, you cannot replace a head that is missing. There's no head transplants in the game. I hate to disappoint you to let you know. But no head transplants, unfortunately, you know? You can't replace the organ called the head? But they went mad because I harvested 1 too many. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might be part of it. Yep. Yeah, I try not to do that unless it's like a part of their belief system. Like an ideology. Can we please build this? I just want to build this. We're making metal? Prioritize this building by haulers. Okay. Oh, haulers. There we go. Get some scrap metal going here, please. Anyone? Scrap metal? Do we have haulers? Yeah, we have 3 haulers and 4 district workers. We have 41 beavers and 9 babies. Everything's gonna be a-okay, I think. 0.2 days. Drought. All right, then we are pausing baby making. We need more water. I wish we had more water right now. We're closing this. Close it completely. We're filling up our waters. Or we're gonna try to. And then I guess pause the centrifuge because we're not, or the fermenter because we're not going to be using it. We're out of bad water. So stop the centrifuge. Oh boy, we have so much extract and no bad. Okay. Just pause all these for now. All right, the drought is here. Yeah, I really want floodgates over here. So the next thing I would probably want to do, y'all, next priority is get floodgates over here. So the water that's flowing away right now because of this drought would all be like stopped to flow into this section. And I would go too deep. So my thought is that we would have a couple floodgates. Something like this. And then that. Now, how are they going to build that? We would have to give them access to the other side somehow. And the easiest way is to do stairs, usually, into the water so they can build. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I don't want to pause all my pumping, so I'm gonna leave 2 of them. But it's a 27-day drought. That's really rough. Maybe we keep pumping for now until this water here disappears.
Hey, streamer, don't forget to take your break.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't do another break. I gotta go hang out with the family and work on stuff around the house, you know? We're not gonna know whether or not we survived the cycle 21 drought or not. Odds are not great because of how many beavers there are and how much water there is. So if we pause all the breeding pods, that might help. But for now, that's the end of this story. We don't know. You know? We don't know. Dave's Hopium Village is done for the day. We'll say bye to YouTube here. Thanks for watching. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on Monday.